Cheese Boutique. It is one of my favorite things on the planet.
It's very good, good.
It's so fantastic. So there's fun ways you can work this into any celebration, whether it's Valentine's or others, or just have it around the house because it's so great.
Definitely.
So this, you've made some special things right here.
Yeah, we have a couple special things. Valentine's is around the corner. It's his and her cheesecake. We'll start with the her.
Okay.
Start with the her. So this cheese, it's called Pierre Robert, and it's one we age at the shop about 3 months, so it gets really rich.
And it's
really buttery.
This is the richest you can get, right?
This is almost butter, and my father who's also my boss, he calls it glorified butter.
I love it. Look at that.
So look at the texture there, rich,
Yeah,
buttery,
that's
75% milk fat. So it's we're not fooling around.
No.
I'll take a bit of dark chocolate, shave it in.
Oh my.
A little bit of white chocolate.
Oh, that's so decadent.
Shave it in. And just for a bit more fragrancy, passion fruit.
The smell is so.
And it screams out Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it does. And people should realize with cheese, no matter how stinky it is, and it can be stinky, it's gonna taste good. It won't taste the way it smells.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is just, it's not too fragrant of a cheese, so it won't take away from the chocolate and the passion fruit.
Okay. Beautiful. 70% milk fat. I don't think.
75.
75.
75.
I honestly don't think I've seen that anywhere anymore.
And that's her cheesecake.
Okay, well, let's try that.
Absolutely.
I already did the double check. Is it pasteurized? What's pasteurized? Only allowed to have pasteurized. Do I need some bread?
Please, if you want to grab a baguette there.
Grab this little piece.
Yeah, that's a nice big honking
Oh,
piece.
that is too funny. That's like.
Enjoy it.
Are you kidding me?
Enjoy it.
What about so you can always eat the whitish skin that's on brie and that sort of thing?
From a cheese like this, the cheese is made, and then when cured by the cheesemaker or by a shop like us, how is that?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. And the rind,
good.
blooms from the cheese, so 100% edible. Bries, camemberts, ripened
so
cheeses.
everything on top. I totally stopped listening to you there for a second.
That's okay. That's okay.
I was just like enjoying the whole thing going on in my mouth.
Quite all right.
Let's talk about this one because it looks so interesting.
This is one of my favorites right now. It's called Testun di Barolo.
Okay.
From Piedmonte in Italy. It's made with sheep's milk, so it's a pecorino.
Okay.
And the cheesemaker, he produces the cheese and then wraps it with the must, the grape must from a Barolo.
What's a must?
The must is the grape seed.
Oh, okay. So all of this is the grape must
Exactly. So you get, and you can even see here, oh, watch out for the bread. You see the wine permeating into the cheese. So completely different from this one. Now we're going from one end of the spectrum to the other.
I can try this one too?
Please.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Great, thank you.
And it's called Testun di Barolo. Nice and salty, very crunchy. This is something, it's 18 months, we bring it in. We age an additional 18 months on site at the shop.
This has a bite to it, though.
This does have a bite to it.
Yeah.
It does have a bite to it.
It's gorgeous, like so smooth, it's ridiculous. And then, you get hit with that little bite.
Good.
Which is good. If this says Barolo, is that the kind, would you want to drink a Barolo wine with that?
You need a Barolo wine with that cheese.
Why wouldn't you, right?
Absolutely.
Now look at how pretty.
Well, staying with the theme for Valentine's Day, it's called Coeur du Berry. Berry is the town in the Loire Valley this cheese is produced. 100% Chev, goat cheese.
Right.
This is about 3 weeks old. Very, very young, very fresh is this cheese, and a nice cream to it.
Oh, I can try this too?
Absolutely, pasteurized.
Thanks.
Very
it's
mild,
really fresh.
Very fresh. I mean, you on this, you taste what the goat ate.
Thanks for putting it that way.
Yeah, it's raw, it's natural.
I'm in the fields, baby.
Absolutely,
All right, what are some of the most popular?
Okay, popular, well, Stilton. It's English, of course. This is a farmhouse, handmade Stilton. We cure this one about 6 months, so it gets a really meaty texture. Again, pasteurized, so you're okay. Salty, very creamy, kind of melts right on your tongue. Imagine this with a nice port, a nice vintage port.
All I can do is imagine right now for the next few months.
For the next few months.
Doing a lot of imagining. Now, before we have to wrap up, you should make this last one.
Yes.
So this is the his
This
version.
is the his cheesecake. So same thing, I'm just coring out the center, pulling the top off. Look at that creamy texture.
I know,
again.
it's crazy.
And now, smell.
Oh, woo!
Fresh
That's a truffle?
Italian black truffle.
Wow.
This one,
You must only need to use a tiny bit of that.
Who says so?
Really? All right. Go ahead. You're the expert.
Truffles we bring in every Wednesday. Oh, it's flying. Here we go.
How much would that truffle cost? That's not cheap.
I'm shaving about $100 of truffle.
No. That?
Valentine's is one day a year.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's one day a year.
Live it up.
Same thing. Top
that's
goes
it.
back on.
Boom.
That's the his cheesecake. But who said you can't try some?
You are so my favorite now. I love here.
And aesthetically too, you bring it up and you get the nice line of truffle on there. And what
you
I'll
see
do
the truffle
too.
in there?
What I'll do too. One more.
Okay. I want to make sure. And these are, a truffle is a...
It's an emulsified mushroom.
Okay.
But much
Very good.
better. Very earthy. Again, with the cheese, goes really well together.
Wow. It's so interesting. It's like you just get hit, and there's all these different flavors and tastes.
Very earthy, very mushroomy.
Very mushroomy, very good.
Good.
I've never had anything as creamy as that. It is glorified butter.
Good.
In the very best way possible.
This is something we took out hours beforehand, so it gets that rich texture.
Right, it's got to be a little bit warm, room temperature.
Definitely.
Afrin Pristine from the Cheese Boutique. Go to the Cheese Boutique or just cheeseboutique.com for more information or go visit them. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having us.
That was a pleasure. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Wow.